To the report that Alana just gave as well, we saw that this man was living here in America and posting videos online for the world to see, praising Hamas, a terrorist organization. This man clearly hates America as well. And as you just mentioned, the president tied this ban to that recent attack in Colorado, directly to this man, Mohammed Solomon, saying it underscored the dangers of those who overstay visas. What do you think of our visa system right now? What was it like during Joe Biden, and how can it be fixed?
Right, let's make it a little bit personal. So, you know, I am an American citizen by choice. But for many years, I had to come through to America when I visited on the visa waiver system. And I was asked on this little green form as I'm on the plane before I land, questions like, are you a member or have you ever supported the National Socialist Workers' Party of Germany, meaning the Nazi Party? Now, I know I've got a little bit of gray fleck in my chin, but I'm not that old. And of course, I answered no. But why did our former visa waiver system not ask you, for example, are you a member, are you a sympathizer of the progenitor of all jihadi organizations, the Muslim Brotherhood? Have you ever sympathized with its offshoots, such as Hamas? The idea that we've inherited such a broken system that doesn't look at the real threats today that end up with young couples being killed on the streets of Washington just a few days ago because they are Jewish. We are fixing all of that right now because Americans must be safe. Whether you voted for President Trump or not is irrelevant. If you're here and you're an American, you deserve the protection of the most powerful nation in the world.
Yeah, good point.
Of course, the greater question is anyone who would answer yes on those questions, they're too stupid to come in.
Yeah.
All right. So Sam, I got to ask this. Speaking of these attacks in Boulder, I mean, anti-Semitism, it's becoming more brazen, not just here in the U.S., but obviously around the world. In recent weeks here, we had the killing of the couple at the Jewish Museum in D.C., now the incident in Boulder. Look, if these attacks were targeted toward people of color or the LGBTQ community, the country, the left, the media would be up in arms, but they largely turned a blind eye to these horrific anti-Semitic attacks against Jews.
It's worse than that, Mark. I think it's worse than just turning a blind eye. I think it's actual explaining it away, making excuses, or in the Orwellian phrase, it's memory holding it. How many people in the mainstream, I mean, this is Newsmax, God bless you, but think of the mainstream legacy media, all of these other cameras here on the North Lawn, not talking about what happened in Washington just a few days ago. Why? Let's be honest, they're not just fake news, they are the propaganda arm of the Democrat Party, of the left. How is it that we still have rank anti-Semitic politicians at the heart of the DNC, the squad? Remember Rashida Tlaib? Remember Ilhan Omar and those absolutely filthy anti-Semitic tweets? What about AOC, the young face of the Democrat Party, who to this day is a proud supporter of the BDS movement, which is what? Boycott, divest, and sanction, the only Jewish state in the world. That's the modern face of anti-Semitism. And I'm going to say more than that. Anti-Semitism is the polite phrase. This is Jew hatred.
Yes.
And we, this administration, this president, will not put up with it because it is the cover for violence against Americans who just happen to also be Jewish.
Yeah. Dr. Gorka, while we have you here, just a few seconds left, but I have to ask you about KJP announcing that she has this new book and she's declared that she's leaving the Democratic Party and she's an independent now. What do you think? Just about 15 seconds.
There is nothing, as my friend Chris Plant says, cringe, Jean-Pierre. There is nothing cringe can do to save her reputation. Doesn't matter which party she leaves, which party she joins, she is the worst press secretary in U.S. history. And just do a little compare and contrast with the amazing Caroline Leavitt today. So, sorry, cringe, it ain't gonna work.
I love it. Dr. Gorka, always a pleasure having you with us. Thank you.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.